lightsabers. So I was watching Obi-Wan episode 3, and there's a fight between Vader and Obi-Wan, right? Fine. It happens. It's exciting. I quite enjoyed it. Who cares? But something bothered me, and it's the look of the lightsabers have changed in this Disney Plus series. It's subtle, but they've changed it.
Right.
And I'm sort of not sure what you know, but historically, lightsabers were just a hilt, and they had, this is like in 1977, they had a little rotating battery-powered thing on top. They'd click a rod into it with some sort of reflective tape, and when white light was shone on the reflective tape, it reflected really bright white light. It's the same thing they did with the Superman costumes in Superman 1, if you remember. Jor-El and all that were wearing these white costumes, but they were lit, and if they took the light off them, they were just a dull grey. So whatever material that was what they used for the lightsaber, and it rotated, and then afterwards, I believe they rotoscoped a colour frame by frame onto that material, and that's how they originally did lightsabers, right?
Okay.
Jump to the prequels, and they can just do the whole thing with CG. The blades can all be uniform. You can have a purple one if you want. But the light source being in the box, as it were, means it doesn't have any effect on its surroundings. So there's no reflections. It doesn't cast a colour on people's face. Sure. Assuming they're actually filming in a real location, which they rarely did. Yeah. And then you jump to the sequels, and they started using real LED blades, I guess, which actually lit up like the Force FX toys NeoPixel sabers. And that has the benefit of lighting the surroundings and the actors, and I guess that's why the battle in the snow in Force Awakens looks so cool, because it's really just lit with lightsabers and the moon. However, now watching the Obi-Wan series, something's bothering me, and it's, for the first time, the lightsabers look fake. Right. Now that's an insane place to land, because technically they're more real than ever. But you can sort of tell that they're these Perspex blades now, and they sort of it feels like they're not bothering to really animate much over them, and it's annoying me, because I think the whole essence of the lightsaber is that it looks sci-fi and a bit weird and a bit maybe ethereal, and maybe it doesn't belong in the world, and now they've brought it into the world. It looks more fake to me, and I was just wondering, do you have any opinions whatsoever on any of that?
I mean, all I do remember is when I saw episode, I don't know, what was it? The J.J. Abrams,
The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Thank you. Yeah. So I remember watching that, and the lightsabers in that took a real kind of leap forward, didn't they? Yeah. With all that kind of heat distortion and the edges kind of not being uniform, and sort of, and they started to look really cool. So if they've kind of pulled away from that, then that is a little bit disappointing.
Yes, I wonder if after they were filming with the Perspex blades, making it Kylo Ren's lightsaber aggressive and weird might have been a byproduct of, actually it looks a bit fake. Let's mess it up a little bit.
Potentially.
I wonder.
Guys, it's just because it's a Disney Plus show, and they're not spending the cash, so they've just given him a light up. They've just given him a light up Perspex.
Don't believe
They've given him literally a neon tube out of the kitchen, and he's waving that around.
They've thrown you in a glow stick.
That's what's going on. They're not spending the cash. You can see that this show is cheap. I mean, it's cheap. It's a budget production, I'm sure it's super duper expensive. I'm sure it's super duper expensive, but it's still a TV show. They're not spending the Star Wars cash to go in and CGI every shot of the lightsaber anymore. So,
but the thing is, though, like doing that kind of visual effect, like anyone can do that in their bedroom these days.
I reckon I could do it on my iPhone. Hang on a minute, right?
There you go. That's amazing.
You're gonna wave it around. Wave it around.
No, that's harder, Dave.
You see?
I've been there for weeks.
Good film, fella.